Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to this week's edition of my NXT review for September the 23rd, 2015. Now, tonight on NXT, we learned that Asuka, formerly known as Kana, signed her contract in the company, and she was extremely excited about that. Now, when she met the new NXT welcoming committee, Dana Brooke, and poor Emma, they kicked poor Asuka out of the ring, and that smile she gave, oh boy, let me just say this much about that. Um, Emma, I feel very bad for you for associating yourself with Dana Brooke, because that means when she gets her face kicked in, which I can't wait for, sadly, you do too. Confused? Well, don't fret. I'll explain it to you as we jump right into this NXT review. All right, people, what's up? So let's just straight up jump into this. Okay. So this week's edition of NXT starts out with Eva Marie. Oh God, no. Eva Marie versus Carmella. Poor Carmella. I mean, I just said poor for. I've said poor someone 3 times in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, and you know what? I'll tell you the reasons as we get through the night. That'll be the story of why I feel bad for Emma. Well, actually, not. You know, actually, I meant 2 people. Man, my math is bad. I'll show you why I feel bad for Emma, and I'll show you why I feel bad for Carmella as we roll through this episode of NXT. Now, Emma was in a match tonight. Not wasn't in a match tonight. Carmella was in a match tonight with Eva Marie. Now, we all know that Eva Marie will continue because the company wants to rise her to the top of the roster and put her in the Divas Revolution and all that garbage, dude. No. I mean, just like, no. I could spend an hour sitting here just destroying Eva Marie's face, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a bigger person than that. All I can say is all botch everything. It's just, all I can say is all botch everything. Because Eva Marie, you know, after the last time she was in the ring before this match, she thought you kicked out at 3, and she thought 4 meant you lost. No. Okay. So Eva Marie took on Carmella tonight, and to be completely honest with you, I tried as hard as I could not to zone out of this match, and it just didn't do any kind of anything for me because I still ended up missing a good chunk of, not missing a good chunk of this match, but just like almost zoning out, and like it's not Carmella's fault at all. Like Carmella's actually gotten better to the point where I'm not verbally destroying her work anymore. I mean, if I have to give Eva credit on anything, she's actually trying to tell us now that she's deciding upon being a heel now. Because before this match, we got a video package breaking down Eva, well, not even breaking down, having Eva tell the referee, thank you for not listening to the biased fan base of, the biased, I said fan base, the biased fans of NXT. Now, to me, for a person who's just trying to come and prove that she is, gotten better. I don't think when she comes out and says, I've gotten so much better and I can't wait to perform in front of you guys and all this garbage when she, when she first started, that sounds like a bit of a, it sounds like she's criticizing them. I mean, like, that's a stretch. Like, not even a stretch, like, calling them biased because they feel that she didn't kick out, Uh, Eva, you seem to be getting a little frustrated here. I'm like, I don't think it's really going to lead to anything. I'm just saying she seems to get a little frustrated, and I wonder where that's going to go. Probably nowhere, knowing Eva Marie, but hey. But for me to not be biased for a second, let me explain this. Eva does go on to beat Carmella with, actually, she dumped her out of the ring for a countout victory. And then NXT wants to troll the viewers at home, like in the middle of this match, like toward the end, by making Eva Marie, what am I thinking about? Making Eva Marie, making her get pinned by Carmella, and then not showing us the proper camera angle that shows us that Eva's foot is on the ropes. Like, dude, okay. I understand NXT has their finger on the pulse of the audience, but they don't have to play around with us like this. I mean, that may just be me being critically judgmental. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't find myself interested in talking about Eva Marie because it's my job at this very point in time. I'm just going to continue to say this much. She thinks she's improved in the ring when she's just somebody who knows how to do moves. And Eva to me at this point in time, she does not slightly entertain me at all. I mean, the only, oh god, this is gonna sound like such a, I don't want it to come off as perverted. The only thing that's entertaining about Eva Marie is the way she looks. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna touch it any further from there. We're gonna move on. But yeah, she does go on to get the count out victory over Carmella, and it seems, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. Up next, we get Bull Dempsey versus Tyler Breeze. And in this match, the story leading up here is Bull Dempsey's been getting bullied by Tyler Breeze, whether it is him lapping Bull Dempsey around the ring, making him physically exhausted, and Bull Dempsey not helping his own case by eating Doritos in front of William Regal's face and hiding a chocolate bar, which I'm surprised did not melt in his singlet. But Bull Dempsey versus Tyler Breeze, this actually, like basically, it was like, I don't know, it came off to me as the story of Tyler Breeze just tried to get an advantage on Bull Dempsey, like a advantage. Like, it felt like half this match was Breeze having Dempsey in a headlock, which led to Dempsey getting out of it, and eventually it felt like if Breeze knew if Dempsey, could get to him cleanly, then the match has a good chance of ending. So Breeze wore out Dempsey on the ground with the rest hold, which was like a headlock. And Dempsey kept on trying to fight out of it, which he eventually did, which led to Bull Dempsey just freight training Tyler Breeze and going to the top rope. And Breeze knocked him off the top rope. Not knocked him off the top rope, he moved. Dempsey put him back down. Breeze knocked him off the top rope. And then, I forget how he did it, but he did pin Dempsey, but he had his feet on the ropes. Tyler Breeze goes on to get the win. I'm actually happy about this because I had been hearing so many people say at some point, like, oh, the payoff to this is going to be Bull Dempsey overcoming Tyler Breeze and moving on to something bigger, right? Right. I mean, like, you have to understand, like, Tyler Breeze, in a sense, is like the Chris Jericho of NXT. In a sense, I can see where you're coming from, because Tyler Breeze, I think, outside of Sami Zayn, even though Sami Zayn is injured, is the most established singles wrestler on the roster. And it seems like even when Zayn comes back, it's going to be for like a brief period of time, and then it's not going to be too far before he comes up. So I just can't wait for the arrival of Sami Zayn. I can't even wait for Zayn to just come back, period, dude. I mean, I miss Sami Zayn to death. But anyways, after that match and Breeze's win, we get a interview with Tyler Breeze in the back where the guy's like, "Can I interview? Can I interview?" Like, no. But he's like, "Wait, we were just told that your next match will be against Apollo Crews at NXT Takeover on October 7th. What do you think?" And he's like, he's like, "What am I supposed to think?" Like normally when Breeze is being snarky like this, it's normally funny and like I'm gonna agree with Tyler Breeze just to agree with Tyler Breeze because I love Tyler Breeze. But he actually had a point here. What could he really say that wasn't generic and basic at this point? I mean, I'm facing Apollo Crews. Thank you for telling me this. Okay. Like, really, like, what can he say? Like, you're just telling him all of a sudden that he's going to be facing Apollo Crews. And not too soon after that, Apollo Crews walks up to him and tells him, "See you next week." Like, dude. And after that, like, they have like okay, you know how you see on TV that little awkward walking sequence where like it's like I'm trying to get past you, you're trying to get past me, we keep going the same way accidentally. Yeah, Apollo does that, messes around with Breeze. All right, I'll see you next week, bud. All right then, Apollo. Um, Apollo Crews with the smile all the time. I gotta say, like he was sitting there just. It's starting to get a little awkward for me. Like not like funny type. It's starting to get like funny type awkward. Like if someone punches you in the face in the middle of a match, are you gonna sit there, smile, and say, "Oh, nice hit, man. I'm gonna hit you back"? I would have to reassess how hard I hit after that because I whacked you like that, and you turn back to me. All right, now I'm gonna hit you back. Are you human? Like Apollo Crews is starting to freak me out a bit. I'm gonna have a breakdown. Okay. Moving past that, I'm just gonna, move past that. Um, Up next, we get an update from Kyle Edwards. I feel proud of myself for remembering that name on the NXT. I think it was a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I can say this much: the Mechanics, I believe, next week. If those of you who do not know who I'm talking about, because NXT dubs them differently, their original name was the Mechanics. It's Dash and Dawson now. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. They'll be facing. Oh no, was it Jason Jordan? Oh no, I'm sorry. They won't be facing Gable and Jordan next week. They recently eliminated the Vaudevillains from the NXT Tag Team Classic, the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tag Team Classic, in a live event in Texas. And then from there, after that, where do we go from here? I don't know if the Hype Bros eliminate somebody. I don't know, but they also showed us, everything I went on the tour from there, and that being that. Just a quick update on the tournament. And next week, we're going to get on NXT, which is the go-home show to NXT TakeOver Respect, which at this moment, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I don't normally say this about most NXT stuff, but it isn't looking like that strong a show. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but it's really not looking that good. Not that good. Like, I'm not gonna say that, like, not that good, but like it's looking weird. Alright, but let's move on to the most interesting part of the night, which is going to be the Asuka contract signing. Now, everybody knows she's formerly known as Kana, who wrestled once in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'll be honest, I have not seen much of her. But the way they played her off tonight, even the crowd was like, she is a killer. Like, it's like you knew Hideo Itami, like, and I even hate to make this parallel because they're like, well, not this parallel, it's comparison because they're Japanese. But this felt like a Hideo Itami thing because they brought Hideo in this way. It wasn't really even a contract signing, it was just like to speak some words to the NXT universe. And then his two bullies, the Ascension at the time, came out because they were aggravated that they lost the tag team championships that night, which I was cheering very loudly about that, to the Lucha Dragons. And the Lucha Dragons, not the Lucha Dragons, and in Asuka's case, she lost the NXT, not lost anything because she hasn't even competed yet. She was given the opportunity to speak. She spoke as she was like cheered, like, yeah, I'm here. And from there, when she started saying she wants to be NXT champion, she can't wait to be NXT champion, she wants to do all these things. Out comes the welcoming committee of Dana Brooke and Adorable Emma. Now, Adorable Emma goes on to kill it and say that they're the new welcoming committee, and they just wanted to let her know that they run the NXT women's locker room, and she needs to know her place. And then Dana, let me try and do this correctly. All I can remember, she tells her, playtime is over. And I just cried a little bit inside because she's like, and she tells her, bye, get out. You're not wanted. I'm just sitting here just... Her voice is literally like knives in my ears, just piercing away, just... Like not where you actually pierce your ears, I mean knives in my eardrum, just stabbing away, trying to make me bleed until the point where I lose all blood in my body and die. Dana Brooke, I don't like you. No one likes you. They boo you for a reason. They paid people to be the Dana Brooke section for a reason. When you come to Full Sail, they try and confuse people to think that, they try and confuse the audience, the viewing audience at home, into thinking that people like you. When the harsh reality of it all, Dana, is no one likes you, no one cares about you, nothing of the sort. We can't stand you. You and Eve Marie are the problem. You're not a solution. And I know you're not even associated with Eve Marie, but you might as well be. I mean, you make me cringe to a level I've never cringed before. I don't even know who's worse, you or Eva, but she told her bye, and then Asuka left, and like she just turns around and throws a smile back, like, I think her and Apollo Crews need to be smile buddies. Now, people be thinking, wow, she just let Emma and Dana just walk all over her like that? Not exactly. This is the reason I said poor Emma. Because Emma, and by the reason, if you didn't get it earlier, the reason I said poor Carmella is because she had got fed to Eva again. This time she may have lost by countout, yes, but it may have been protecting her from a pin, but it still made her that much weaker from the way that Eva, put her out of the ring. They couldn't have at least had Eva put her outside the ring and just like DDT her, like face first or something. I mean, like that was not, to me, a proper way to do those things. But I digress. Anyway, as I was saying before, Asuka throws a smile, and this to me just means the next time Dana Brooke steps foot in the NXT ring, Asuka's going to murder her. And sadly, Asuka's going to murder Emma too, but that's kind of what you get for being guilty by association. But look at the bright side. Dana Brooke gets her face kicked in. Just the sad part is Emma has to get her face kicked in too. Hey, Dana Brooke gets her face kicked in, so the world is right. Right? The world is right? Come on, guys. moving on. We get BAMF, BAMF. No, not what we're all thinking, badass motherfucker. No, Blake Alexa Murphy Factor versus the Vaudevillains. Now, is it fair for me to say at this point that the Walmart diva, the Clarence diva, the Salvation Army diva, Blue Pants should not be allowed in Full Sail University? If you are not a contracted performer, you have your place in NXT, and that's to job and make the actual contracted talent look good. Your place here is not to screw Blake Murphy and Alexa over in this situation. You need to realize your place. Your place is not to interfere in these matches. Alexa Bliss is allowed to be at ringside. You do not have to chase her in the ring. You do not have to make her panic. You do not have to fight her. Alexa was defenseless. Alexa... This is harassment at this point. It's straight up harassment. Like, I don't know how to put it otherwise. Like, it's straight up harassment. But to get through the match, the Vaudevillains win with the Whirling Dervish. After it looked like Blake and Murphy were gonna win, when Buddy Murphy came off the top rope with his knees coming down in the chest of I believe it was Aiden English. With English kicked out, he tagged in Gotch and they hit the Whirling Dervish, and no, I think it was, I can't remember. It was English or Gotch that took the knees, and that was about it. But after that, they basically show us. Oh yeah, let me get to these two things first. I'll actually get to what was last. So after that, which by the way, I'm disappointed that Blake, Alexa, and Murphy lost. Yes, I'll even include Alexa in the loss because she deserved it because she's a part of that team. Oh yeah. I can't believe I'm actually about to say this, but that match was complete bullshit. Okay. So we get Jason Jordan and Chad Gable talking about the promos, Oh, I get it now. Okay, so you guys gotta follow along with me here real quick. The Hype Bros have been putting out these new videos promoting their T-shirts, saying that guys like Jordan and Gable get no chicks, and Zack Ryder's wanting to talk. Let's talk about the only chick he's ever gotten in WWE. I'm sorry, Zack, that I gotta put you on Front Street like this, but it's the same thing as Emma. When you associate with Dana Brooke, like you associate with Mojo Rawley, well, Raleigh, I'm sorry, things are going to happen and things are going to be said that I'm going to have to say because of who you associate with. Now, you associate with common trash like Mojo Rawley, and he says that Jordan and Gable get no chicks, and you agree with him. So, Eve Torres, remember that? Yeah, I remember that. You remember that? I remember that. You remember that? You ended up in a wheelchair because of her. Actually, you ended up losing the only WrestleMania moment you would have possibly ever had by letting her get in the ring and low blow you and join John Laurinaitis. Yeah, I thoroughly remember that. And to remember the rest of that, your career went downhill from there. Okay. Just had to put that guy on Front Street. But Jordan and Gable said they only spelled one word wrong. Like, Gable says he doesn't like the name of the Hype Bros, which I think we all agree on. He says that we don't... no one likes the Hype Bros, which I really do agree with, but they also say that they're going to beat the Hype Bros, and what's the other thing that Gable said? Oh yeah, he hypes up the fact that him and Jordan are the best team in this tournament. And Jordan goes on to say things that I just don't remember at the very moment, and I do apologize for not being able to recollect those things. But I do want to say that he said what do you call it? Yeah, Gable said they did spell one word wrong here in this entire thing, and I'm starting to begin. I'm starting to think that it was a little joke saying that their shirts say "Bromy," and I think they said that they didn't spell "blow" right, because if you honestly get it, it's like that frat boy thing where it's like "blow me," haha, and the Hype Bros shirts say "Bromy." That is a little over the top. I mean, just honestly, like, why? But you know what? Chad Gable got to the best part of this where he's like, I'm, and I don't even have a towel over here. Though. Wait a minute, I don't have a legitimate towel. I don't know. But he pulls up his towel and says, but you know what? It doesn't matter because when it comes down to the Hype Bros, we're going to be ready, willing, and Gable. Thank you guys for enjoying the little visual that was the invisible towel. But from there, he said they'll be ready, willing, and Gable. And I can't wait to see them beat the Hype Bros because the Hype Bros beat them. If Mojo Rawley gets to stand over top of a fallen Chad Gable, I'm gonna I'm losing control of the English language because of them. I'm going to violently get ill and lose it. Okay. So this is what it all comes down to. The vaudevillains here, I'm gonna say this much right now. They just it doesn't even. Why am I saying the vaudevillains? Oh my god. The second thing I had to get to was Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy cut a promo, and they said, you know what? They basically said that Joe and Baller. They said, what do you call it? They said we may be the real dudes in the room, the realest dudes in the room, but you know what? We're not soft. And you know what? We understand you're not soft either. You want to know what else isn't soft? The end of Big Cass's boot. And he said something about his Jordans. He's like, you know what? He's like, my J's will be stomping across you guys or whatever like that. And he's like, you may be. He's like, I forgot what Cass said, but he actually had a real good line here. And like when he gets serious, like it's a rarity when he gets serious, but when he does, he's actually like good. And you know what? I just enjoyed it. I did thoroughly enjoy that. But after that, John Bauer got a promo where Bauer said he kept it short, sweet, and to the point. He's like, you know what, you guys are my friends, but next week friendships are out the window. And then like I think Joe said the same thing, just with the tagline of respect, and respect is out the window. And he's like, you know, you may be the realest dog, like the realest guys in the room, but we're the toughest dogs in the yard or something like that. And then I just went on to end the show. So, that was NXT this week. I mean, like, it was a pretty mellow, solid chill. I mean, like, nothing I really had any problems with other than Eva Marie beating Carmella and Dana Brooke not getting kicked in the face. But you know what? They know people hate Dana Brooke, so they're going to make you keep watching until she gets kicked in the face. And then they'll give you more reasons to watch, and more reasons to watch, and more reasons to watch. Just suck you right on in with this stuff. But that was that. So, what do you guys think of NXT? Please, did you love Dana Brooke? Have you loved the fact that Asuka's going to eventually kick Dana Brooke in the face? And she was wearing a skirt, so she couldn't do it, and that's not proper ladylike? You know, that's not really ladylike for her. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me how you feel. If you think Dana should get kicked in the face, tell me that she should get kicked in the face. I would love to know that she got kicked in the face. I need to know if you want her to get kicked in the face. No one likes Dana Brooke. I don't like Dana Brooke. You shouldn't like Dana Brooke. If you like Dana Brooke, I will help you find a therapist. Just let me know. So remember to follow me at gmaster90twf on Twitter. Join Tweet Off. Pro Wrestling is taking over Facebook, an amazing pro wrestling Facebook group that you need to just go join right now. Twitch. Follow me, bro. Oh yeah. Maston Gaming 97. Maston Gaming, Maston, like the channel. Gaming, I'm pretty sure not to spell that, 97. All in one, no spaces. I think there's a space. You know what? Just check it out. Maston Gaming. You can add a space or you can subtract the space. Just do what you need to do. So I do want to thank you guys for watching this. Remember to leave a like if you remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that reviewing goodness on my channel, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.